What up, good people? Welcome to another episode of the 710 The Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Brown, a.k.a. Mr. 710, and I am joined one more time by some familiar faces. Right here we got Erica Tiffany to my left. What's happening? How you doing?
Doing excellent.
We got Kenyatta Sway Kenyatta all to my extreme right.
Hello, people.
And we also got a familiar face. Y'all have seen her before, and we want to welcome back to the 710 The Slickville Show. Hey. Alfye to Gore. Alfye, the tackling machine, touchdown scoring, Gore. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. I'm glad to have you. Glad you're back. I'm excited. I was super excited about the show because y'all know since she was on last time, you know, they had this season. I went to a few games, and so, yeah, we're going to talk about that stuff right there. Don't worry about it. It ain't going to be too bad. What's going on, everybody in the chat room? Guys, you know how we do this. This is an interactive show, so like, share, comment. Call in if you have any questions for Alfye or any of the other ladies on the at the table. 470-251-4343. Yo. Somebody already said, they already starting. They said, boo to the yoga football pants. They already starting on that stuff already.
They changing it. We ain't even wearing them yoga pants no more. You'll be all right.
Oh, they went back to it already?
Y'all grow up with y'all double standard ass.
Hey, this is what we're going to talk about today in these streets. That's what I'm talking about.
It's going down.
God, please.
Can't please everybody,
I
can
know,
you?
not at all.
It's too hard.
Well, I mean, they wanted to see those other pants. They wanted to see what I saw on TV back in the day. Like when I tell y'all, cause I don't know if y'all seen it, but when I first saw the LFL, it wasn't the Legends Football League. It was the Lingerie Football League.
Oh.
And they was in draws. They were playing the shoulder pads and draws. I was like, wow, what kind of commercial is this?
Oh, man.
And they just kept playing. I was like, man, this is the longest commercial I've ever seen in my life. They not showing no beer or nothing. And then they scored a touchdown. They kept going. They started showing coaches. I was like, they got real coaches too? Okay. And then I was like, oh, well, shoot, this is real. And so when I reached out to them and they came on, you know, I still hadn't seen anything live, and then when you go see it live, you realize like it's live. Like they out here hitting, tackling, scoring touchdowns and everything. Like it's real, and I enjoyed it. My dad enjoyed it. He was sitting there like.
You took your dad.
Yeah, I brought him to the Seattle game.
That's what's up. Okay.
And he was like, man, I didn't really know if I was going to like this, but, you know, that was the game that Amber caught the interception at the beginning of the game. And he was like, wow, okay, that was a real football play. So he kept, like, he enjoyed it. By the end of the game, he was, like, all the way into it. And I was just like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it enough that we went to another game. I brought a buddy of mine, Vince.
Okay.
Vince came to the Chicago game. Yeah, didn't end so well, but it's all good. It's all good.
Not too well at all.
So guys, on this show tonight, we're gonna have Alfye Gore interview. We're gonna talk about the LFL. We're gonna talk about also since last week, because a lot of stuff has happened since last week. And then we're going to end out the show talking about double standards, which Alfye has already talked about, brought up this evening already. So since last week, what's been going on, Kenyatta Sway?
Man, I'm just gearing down like 3-4 days to Magic City Classic kickoff football and Black Excellence. And so I'm just gearing up for all of that. I became an official ambassador for a rum liquor for the classic weekend, which is called Ooh-Wee. So I'm the official ambassador for this coming up weekend at Magic City Classic. So I've had a good week.
Oh, that's what I'm
I've had
talking
a
about.
Good week, yeah.
Be in there getting people lit. That's what I'm talking about. What about you, Miss Erica? Hey! What's going on, good people?
I've had some good things going on.
Uh-huh.
You know, he liked it, so he had to put a ring on.
Can you hand me that bell, please?
Here's the bell. Here's the bell. Here's the
This bell
bell.
is so necessary. Hey.
I give all credit to Jason's listeners who hyped me up in the chat room and said I drink with my pinky up. It just made Boo get a little conscious, like, let me go on and wrap this up.
Yes.
Hey.
Nice ring. Boo did good.
Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. Hustle Wilson.
You just failed the boys from last week.
What fell to back?
Failed the boy
What
got the tears.
Yes. Shout out to that.
Go show him that ring. Go and show Failed the boy that ring.
Got him. That's what I'm talking about. And anything happened since last week for you, Miss Alfye?
Just working.
Just working out.
And working. Oh, it was homecoming weekend. Tuskegee and at West Georgia. So I had like a lot of stuff going on that I ended up doing and not doing. So, but for the most part, it was a good week.
That's what's up. That is what's up. Everybody's saying congratulations. Shout out to everybody in there. They said we still will support the Steam even through it all.
Appreciate
Also, Julian said, Erica, what's up? Also, they said draws. Draws. Shout out.
Oh, from when you said.
Oh, you said draw.
Yeah, shout out to draws. Shout out to everybody.
Failed the boy says anything is better than Falcons football.
Oh.
Oh, well, the Steam actually was winning. I would give them that.
You spelled Falcons, F-A-I-L.
Falcons. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have to ease up on the Falcons.
You know what? They probably going to win today. We hope.
We just got so many injuries, Lord. Help us.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we're just gonna jump right on into this interview with Alfye. Alfye, outlook on the season. How you feel like everything went?
I believe we could have had a better season, but things, don't always go your way. But for the most part, there was a lot of good things that happened this season.
So for everybody that don't know, I'm sorry. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm sorry. This is Alfye. She plays all the positions. She played Ironman football for the Atlanta Steam Legends Football League team.
He be hyping me up, y'all. Okay.
He's good at that.
He
Might get a ring.
be hyping me up. He be making my head bigger than what it already is. But my name is Alfye. I play for the Atlanta Steam. I play DB, so I played pretty much every secondary position you can think of. And now I'm officially training to be the starting running back for the Atlanta Steam.
Nice.
Hey, shout out to that.
Congratulations.
Shout out to that.
Whole different ballgame.
Yeah, okay. So when I first saw her, she was smashing people on defense, and when she said, look, she looking, because when we first talked to her, she was like, yeah, I remember one of my biggest highlights. I hit this girl so hard, and she had fumbled, or it was something of the sort where it scored a touchdown. So I mean, you look at her, and she's like, she's like 5'4".
Yeah, she's small.
I am 5'4".
She's like she's a whole 5'4". She's 5'4", like for real. And so, but on the field, she about 6'2" compared to the other chicks. And it's just like she go in there and boom.
I appreciate the love.
Ooh.
Boom! And so Dad said, "Love me some Steam." That's what he said. And,
Dad said that.
Yeah, Pops love him some Steam. He was 100% into that game, loving some Steam. And so I think that first game, she played some running back, and she scored a touchdown. And the first touchdown she scored, she took the football and rolled it off the back of this girl's head. And I was like, wait, where they do that at? She trying to start a fight. She trying to Rondo and Chris Paul out here.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
Dang, son, really?
Like,
I was not trying to do that. See,
I
Rondo
don't.
was very disrespectful. He did not have to spit in that man's direction.
Hey,
He
I
said his
agree.
mouth guard got.
You say,
twisted.
yeah.
Man,
It just,
whatever.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what he
clear. Clear it looked like he did, but it's okay. I get it.
I agree. Like,
I would have, like Sharpton said, I would have definitely got 20 games.
yeah, you
We
would have had
been-
to.
It wouldn't have been a mush
Yeah.
first. I would have definitely knocked his teeth out. But I like both players, so I'm not gonna, put my 2 cents into that.
But I do feel like rolling the football off of the back of somebody's head.
it's the same thing.
Pretty
It's
disrespectful.
It's
That's
like
pretty disrespectful.
one step below spit.
It's shady though and funny. It's definitely shady and funny.
Like we both,
That's
my
skills.
dad and I, we both was like, this is how we celebrating. Like this will not go down in the NFL at all, at all. But I mean, we had a good time. Like it was a live experience. They put on it was a good game, and I was like, yeah, like the fans were into it too. Like everybody was into it, and like we were surprised that like they were hitting, like for real hitting. Like I know, like how long does it take y'all to recover after a game?
I usually don't feel the soreness until like the day after. So like at first you're good, and then that next couple days you're like, man, I feel like I just got hit by a truck. And then you go through your recovery,
Ice bath.
IFAB, all that other stuff, and then it goes away, and then you do it all over again. So
Ooh.
Yeah.
luckily we don't play as many games as the NFL yet, but
How many games y'all played?
we play 4 in the regular season, and
Okay,
then you get to go to 6 if you go out of the regular season.
gotcha. Man, I'm talking about. And then they like the getting ran into the wall. Did that hurt real bad, or is that just there's a lot of padding on there?
I don't even know. I've never really ran into the wall.
You
I
smashed
usually-
other people into the wall.
So I mean, I usually do the slamming, but you don't. That's not the part that really bothers you. It's the turf. The turf is unforgiving, especially when we didn't have the pants. Now we ain't gonna have the pants again, and it's like, oh snap, here we go with the turf burns.
Oh.
Hey, draws.
No, they're not going to be draws. They're going to be athletic shorts this time. Okay.
Oh wait, so they gonna be like the biker joints?
They're gonna be like probably the volleyball shorts. But
Okay.
Okay.
So
for-
y'all
it's
cheeks
still not
gonna
gonna
be
matter.
in.
It's still gonna be draws for me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So like when I watched them on TV when I was in South Korea, it was wedgies on every play. it was a wedgie fest on every play, and I was like, man, this is great. This is the best football game I've ever seen in my life.
Of course.
Right.
I wonder why.
I'm just saying. But then like a couple friends of mine when they went to the game, they was like said turf burn looked sexy on them tweets, on them cheeks.
Oh.
That came from Dino.
Okay.
Yeah, turf
Yeah.
burns. So how do you never mind, I don't want to ask that question.
You sound like you want to answer the question, so might as well.
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to that.
All right. Then.
And so, do you hear the fans when you out there?
Sometimes, for the most part, I'm either toning or coach in our ear, or we have to be up for me to actually be like able to listen to what people are saying. But for the most part, I've been playing, a sport for a long time, and the fans are like the most distracting thing out there than the players. They're the ones that are causing all the cussing, and the things that they say can be very like bad and mean and disrespectful. And you're like, man, really? That's what you're really gonna say to me? But then of course there's that double standard that I have to realize I'm still a football player, and I can tone it out and keep moving. So
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I heard some stuff, and that's why I asked. I was wondering, like, hey, do you all hear some of this stuff? Because it's
me
like,
too. And then sometimes we kind of react to it, and then there are days that we understand it comes with the territory, So to be an athlete and to be the supposedly most hated team in the league, it comes with it. So
yeah,
Most hated. Why are you the most hated?
well, we have this reputation that we're bullies.
Oh, let's get into that. Let's get into that.
And they roll footballs off the back of
Let's
people's
get
head.
into that. Back to the rolling the football off somebody's head. So tell us about the reputation of your team, of your squad.
We're known to be the bullies, the jailbirds.
Oh.
We're always supposedly the ones picking the fights, but unfortunately, we're not. I don't think we are. I just think that we're not afraid to back down and we're not afraid to fight. Like we know that we have that ability to. What does that mean?
Y'all whole team.
Like if the whole team is gonna come out there, it's not like and we're not gonna let anybody else mess with us. If somebody's messing with you and you're a part of my team, and I feel like
the whole squad comes
out. If we can, sometimes we get stopped by security or the coaches or another sister or another teammate, something of that nature. Or I just like, okay, cool. This is a football game. Let's play football. Let's not fight, because then you know how females are when we fighting. It ain't no stopping that. It's like, but you have to learn how to be like, okay, fight, move on to the next play, and go to the next. And the thing about it is, a lot of people, we had that reputation that we were the assholes of the league. And after a while, we kind of like, it's like, okay, we don't want to be that. We don't want to, we don't want to be that. And then we was like, fuck it. Like, why not?
Wow.
Right.
Like, okay, so you all see her and you see this face. Like, can you imagine her smashing people and getting into fights and
She looks so sweet.
and hitting people like that?
Stop.
That's most of the team. Like they all like. Okay, I don't want to sound chauvinistic, but most of them are so little. Like it's only one on this that I look at. I was like, man, she's big, and she's not big in real life, but she's
talking about?
Brittany.
Oh, Brittany Demery.
Demery's huge out there. She look
Demery
different.
Huge. Demery's she's a monstrosity of a person. Like I don't know anybody who plays as hard as Brittany. And if you get hit by Brittany, you definitely know you're not getting back up.
Yeah, Brittany body
like,
slammed somebody.
This girl in Seattle, that we was so like, oh snap! I actually have it on my phone. I have to like post it again. But she body slammed somebody so bad.
Yeah,
they was on the ground for like at least like 10 minutes.
So that's
Yeah.
not.
That was at that
body slam
game.
Somebody that's not like a
well, technically, it wasn't. It was
clean.
It was a clean tackle. It was just how the girl, I guess her momentum, how she was going with it, and Brittany just kind of brought it back and just slammed her on the back.
Like,
so.
Pops was at that game, and like she was running, and she.
So you were at that game?
Yeah, I was at that game. Yeah, picked up, boom. It's like that really happened.
Goodness.
That really happened.
That really happened.
And so, all right. It's so rough. I don't like calling people big, but yeah, she
would take that as a compliment.
She looks a
So,
little.
where did playing football start for you? Like, were you a tomboy playing football with your father, and like, where did it start at for you?
I've always been a tomboy. Growing up with my cousins, my mom put me in pretty much everything. Whatever they did, I pretty much did. Baseball, softball, soccer, track. Basketball was definitely my passion, but I got hurt, and then of course I left Tuskegee. After I left Tuskegee, I went to West Georgia, and I didn't decide to play because I figured that basketball wasn't really something that was gonna be my career. Like, as a kid, you thinking you're gonna be a basketball player, and then when you grow up and realize it's like one of every 500,000 girls get to be in the NBA, and that becomes a realistic thing to you. So you kind of like focus on other things like your career, and then find other ways to be competitive. And so we had intramural sports, and of course I did flag football, and then one of my homegirls, thank you for her, convinced me to actually go out and try out when they said that the Atlanta team was gonna come, and I was like, we really about to do this for a lingerie team? Like, come on, y'all. Like, at first I was like, no, Then she convinced me, and she was like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, cool. So it was almost 400 girls, and we looking around. There's different type of girls, bodybuilders, girls who look like they've been training for this for a while, chicks who were actually in lingerie. It was just like, it was a different. I guess a lot of females didn't know what to expect. And I'm like, man,
This is crazy.
I just got off work. Like, I used to work at Hooters. I left Hooters to come try this out. And I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? And so I hit my first bag, like, to tackle it, like, to actually knock it down. And it was just like, oh, okay, well, I actually like how that felt. So
We got something here.
so I kept going. I stayed. They were eliminating girls left and right based on looks, based on weight. They were just eliminating girls. And out of 400 girls, 63 girls went to camp. Out of 63 girls who went to camp, 26 girls were left. 20 girls got signed. 14 girls started. And I'm actually the last original Atlanta Steam member of the league as of right now.
Congratulations on that.
Congrats.
For Atlanta, it was 2013, 12 or 13. Oh, it's been a while.
And you made it through.
It'd be my year 7, so it'd be 2012. So it'd be year 7 for me in 2019.
That's awesome.
Wow, I will say this. I've watched her train a few times, and I'm like, I thought I wanted to train with her. I thought I wanted to train with her, but no. She's a beast just training. Like, and then her poses and execution in the mirror, everything. I'm like, this girl is just a beast from beginning to end, from when she wakes up in the morning to when she go to bed at night. So I think you're amazing. I thought I was a tomboy. No. No. Clearly not. Clearly not. I just climbed a couple of trees. You are the tree. No.
Oh man, it's a journey, because for women like me, you always figured that you were different. Like, growing up, trying to actually be friends with females was hard, because I honestly didn't have a feminine connection with them. Like, I wasn't into makeup. I didn't get into makeup until really college, like really actually caring about how I look. Like, I mean, I wore makeup growing up, but like when I really got into it, it was like college, and then it really became a big deal once I got into the LFL, because of the fact that our image was very important. And I didn't understand that. I'm like, why does that matter? And then I realized, working for the job that I work now, I work at Enterprise, your brand is very important. And what's part of your brand is also your looks. And how you perceive yourself is how other people will want to perceive, Right. So if you don't perceive yourself as beautiful, as a young lady, then nobody else will. And even though I'm a tomboy and I'm aggressive, I'm still a woman, and I want to be seen as that. Right. So that I had definitely embraced a lot. And I'm very happy to see that you can see that I'm still a woman, and yet I can hit somebody any other day.
Because that face is beat today, honey.
Hey,
can you ring the bell, please, for her beat face? Ring the bell for her beat face.
I just did my eyebrows. I had thought about showing out, but I was like, I don't know.
Nah, you should have shown out.
She did the first day.
I did.
Yeah, you was beat the first day.
I'm like, I want y'all to see what I look like, just chilled. And
well, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful football player.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Hey. Now does that intimidate guys when you tell them, hey, I play football, and then they actually come out there and see it?
It can be funny. It can be a compliment sometimes. Then sometimes you just be like, bro, I can't whoop your ass. Like, ooh, can you tackle me now? Can you beat my ass because you do this, that, and the third? Yada, yada, yada. Like, in my mind, though, I know for a fact that I can't beat a grown man. But if I had to buck up at a guy, I would. Like, ain't nobody just going to, I'm just not the person to back down from anything.
So
However,
you never tackle nobody. You never tackle it.
Have I ever tackled a guy?
Yeah.
Like on purpose to fight?
No, just
just
in general, as a request.
Outside of as a request.
Yeah.
No.
Where's this going?
I don't know where this going.
Where's this going?
I've never tackled somebody out of a request.
Okay. I mean, dudes will ask that. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
They probably, yes, they have. They asked me to tackle them in my uniform. They've done.
Look
See, where's this going?
Oh, tell me more.
But I'm just not gonna go there.
No, that's right.
That's another.
So a guy would ask you to tackle him in your uniform.
Like, oh, do you still have your
That's the
uniform?
beginning
So
of
you
a
can tackle?
fetish.
Put them shoulder pads on.
Yeah.
Put them shoulder pads on that little head. Go ahead and run through my chest.
Like, I get those questions.
Right.
I get guys intimidated by that, especially guys who don't work out. Like, I don't, just because I work out and I'm like the person that goes to the gym, I'm not expecting the man of my dreams to be like athletic, but I would like to get up in the morning if I want to go run and he don't mind going running with me. That'd be cool, but he can't be completely lazy. He can't just be like over there eating Cheetos.
Duke, I ain't with that.
Why not?
No,
I can dummy down my workout for him for our relationship. But of course, I would go get my own workout in at some point of the day.
Hey, we are with Alfye Gore from the Atlanta Steam. If you hadn't shared this feed, go ahead and share this feed. If you got any questions or comments, 470-251-4343. Yeah, like I have a feeling like you're going to go work out with him and you're going to get mad. You'll be mad like, this. So you mean to tell me you only can bench 100 pounds? 100?
No, that's not even the case.
I'm happy you out here, but
that's not even the case. I wouldn't even do him like that.
Look at your Fitbit. 2,000 steps. Come on, man.
I wouldn't even do him like that.
You be talking to your teammates like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like he only can do 14 sit-ups. Like I've been working with him
honestly,
for
I think
7
my
months.
teammates are a lot more judgmental about who I date than my mom and my sister are, which is crazy because
those your sisters.
Yeah, they're like, no, not that one. No.
He's gonna have to make it through your crew.
Yeah, he's gonna have to, because those girls are gonna. It's crazy. You never think that the people that you play a sport with,
it's family,
will be family. Like even after this, I think we will all still be somewhere united at some point.
You're spending hours and hours and hours of your time with people.
Pretty much. So
you're protecting each
they
other.
Stuck with me. They know it. Coach Dane knows he's stuck with me. That's like my big brother.
Who the worst though?
Who? What you mean?
Who the worst as far as being judgmental about who you talk to?
I would have to say Keon Harrison, who was the last original before me. Right now she's figuring out things, so she's either going to play or not. I don't know, but she would probably be because she's the closest to me. And then I would say Dina and Adrian Purnell, those two, and then of course Lauren. So the girls who are from Florida, who came from Florida to come to the Atlanta Steam, I would feel like they would be the little bit more judgmental because that's just who they are.
Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all some backstories real quick. So I mean, you hear the names, but I only don't know one of them. Now I don't know them personally, but I've seen them all play. Dina is the dance machine. I probably posted a video, and she's the Caucasian lady who dances as if she has been hanging around us all the time. Like she knows all the newest dance moves, and they don't look awkward at all. Keon, she played running back, right?
Keon, she did come in as a running back at some point when somebody got hurt, but Keon is actually.
Is she number 16?
Keon is number 11.
Okay, who played running back?
That's like as in just now.
Who was number 16?
Number 16. That would be Harris. That would be Christelle Harris. She came from Chicago.
Okay, all right, that's who that was.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say because she's one. Dad and I was laughing because she scored a touchdown and twerked on the girl that she dragged into the end zone. She really hit him with a pop, pop, pop. We was like, wow. Okay.
Oh, this is what you want to talk about, these celebrations.
Score another one. And then she scored another touchdown and jumped in the stands and kissed the dude. I was like, dang, Dad, we not sitting close enough.
Oh.
I was like, Dad, you're not sitting close enough, man. Like, let me see. Let me see what some of these questions say. One of the questions, any football played in any sort in the offseason? What's going on, good people?
So what was the question?
Any football played of any sort in the offseason, like 7-on-7, 5-on-5?
Oh, you mean like flag? I mean, some of us probably do. I would suggest it, especially if you've never played football before, get into flag just to learn the little bitty basics, even though I would say flag and tackle football are totally different when it comes to engaging and engaging contact with someone. I have not done any off-season play like that. Most of it is just training and getting my body ready for the football, like just football season, because Dane is one of those people who's going to definitely test your physicality and your mental ability to play this sport. And so if you're not ready on Dane's level, then you're not ready to play, period. So one thing for sure, he doesn't want you to get hurt, and he doesn't want you to do something that's stupid. So yes, of course, you have to be careful, but I suggest that you train to that ability and not just to be playing out there with a bunch of people who just do it for fun, you know. I mean, we do it for fun, but we do it on a different level. We do it on a higher level. And so now I do know a lot of flag football teams that are dope that you can play on, but it ain't no easy way to get in those either. So if you're just trying to do some everyday stuff, then that's cool. But if you're actually trying to play for teams that go to like Florida and win championships, most of those people are people that I did play with at some point. So if I had to do that, then it would be that.
Question from the chat room. How much does she bench?
Snap. I don't even know my max anymore. I usually don't like to bench because I feel like naturally, because of my ethnicity and who I am, I bulk up here first anyway. So if I had to say,
Why she think about that, Twan? She can flip a tire 247 times.
that is so,
What?
make me true.
Yeah, that big tractor tire?
Yeah, she
Oh,
can.
Yeah, just
247 times.
You can flip the tractor tire 247 times.
I don't know.
She
I've
don't
never
get
done
tired.
247 times. However,
Oh,
I have definitely flipped the tire a lot of times, and I actually kind of genuinely like it.
that's rare.
Like, that's probably like my favorite thing to do is actually flip the tire.
Yeah, it's in your
Like, yeah. If I had to choose something to do, like a full body like movement, the flipping the tire would definitely be it.
I told you she's a beast.
But I would say, I don't even know. I can't even tell you how much I bench. I just know that as long as I can do it, I'm going to do it. I can't tell you. I really don't know. Squatting, no, that's different.
squatting. You know what you squat.
Yeah, I know what I squat.
Hey, Twan. Probably about a good, I don't even want to underestimate it, probably about 475.
That's like close enough. I'll probably say that's my, maybe my max. Like right around it.
Oh,
It's insane.
Yeah, probably about 475, and I'm not trying to be on the Harvey
That's
Weinstein.
one rep, okay?
Oh, wow.
Well, she said she maxed at 475, Twan. Not being on the Harvey Weinstein side of the game, but here we'll move on.
One rep.
Please. Move
I
on.
wish I could do 475 a long time, but I've done that once. I remember I've done that once, and it was the hardest thing I could have done, and I still had help, so that may not still be my max, but we'll just stick with that. Just for
Everybody
people's
saying
sake.
awesome, and I see Marcus DeVray Smith with a heart with Alfye right
Aw.
behind it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Before we move on to double standards, did y'all have any other questions about this football situations?
No, but I want to be at the next game.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
I'm a fan now. It's official. I'm a fan. You
Oh,
can hit the bell.
yeah.
I need my own bell too.
You need your own bell. You can be like,
I need my own bell. I'm officially an Alfye fan.
Yay.
It's a wrap.
Y'all have made cheese, and I have not stopped smiling since I've been here. I think my cheeks are going like, oh.
I can't work out with you, but I'll bring you water.
I mean,
And I would
you.
definitely
I could train
assist you
I appreciate that.
in motivation.
I need that. I be needing that sometimes.
I'm your girl.
That's what's up.
I told Alfie, I was like, hey, I'm gonna come train with you one day. She was like, come on then. I was just easy now.
You too. Yeah, you too.
Let's get the beginner. Let's do the beginner. The moderate sweat.
The moderate sweat.
I need to be able to walk
Those levels
tomorrow.
of sweat.
I didn't know because I
It's
sweat
sick.
hard regardless.
Yeah, she be in a full. She work out, then
Go to the sauna.
go to the sauna, and then do the real workout
Afterwards.
afterwards.
Why you make me sound like I'm just
I'll meet you in the
gym
sauna.
rat? Like, I love the sauna actually.
I'll be there.
Yeah, she
That's
be in
my
be in that
place.
sauna. That's where she take all. That's where she take the most of her pictures.
That is not true.
Okay,
Most of my
that is.
pictures are taken in the mirror. so you can see like the.
That is true.
In the mirror, so you can see the.
Yeah.
So you can see the squats, Twan. You can see the squats. Okay, before we move on to double standards, I do have a word from our sponsor. Beyond Cleaning Services, LLC will meet and exceed all of your cleaning and expectations. We specialize in cleaning medical and clinical facilities as well as commercial properties. We are licensed and bonded, and our staff receives continuous training. We are affordable, courteous, timely, and professional. Now servicing Illinois, Indiana, Georgia. A new experience in cleaning awaits you at Beyond Cleaning Services, LLC. Call now at 708-829-4102. Bing! There we go.
Is that the way you do your advertising?
Yeah, they got to know that I'm excited about all of this bread that they dropping off to make this thing happen. So if you know some people, or if the Atlanta team ever want to sponsor the show, hey, you got fans in us. We here. Touchdown. There we go.
That was my touchdown run.
I'm glad you got it right.
My touchdown run.
She was like, I just ran this field goal.
Hey, touchdown! And throw the ball.
Do y'all wish y'all had field goals, or y'all like just going for it on fourth down?
I think the fourth down is actually a lot more interesting to do because it's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, it keeps the game moving.
It does.
We appreciate that.
It makes the game a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Instead of people just, we this close to the field, yay, we're just gonna do a field goal because we can't get fourth down. No, we don't have that option. I mean, we have the option due to, punt.
Punt. No, they be going for it. They like Madden. You just go for it. You just go for it on Madden. All right. And so you're talking about double standards came up a lot, and this is actually a good time to talk about that because you do have situations where some women growing up as tomboys, they get told to be more feminine, and then when they get more feminine, they're like, hold on, whoa. It's a little bit much now. It's a little bit much. And so, I mean, how do you balance? I'm this gladiator with I'm this, I don't know, part vixen while you out there on the field / gladiator all at the same time.
My daughter, she's this and that and the third. She's always hanging out with these boys and playing like this, that, and the third. She needs to be around, and my mom look at them like, what is my daughter doing that your daughter's not doing? My daughter's in school. She's making straight A's. She's valedictorian. She's here, that, and the third. And your daughter is out on the street doing whatever. And I was the one who said that. I actually, why are you worried about me? You need to be worried about your daughter out on the street with her little skirt on. And, of course, it got bad. And that's how, we'll talk about that. But at the same time, I realized I had to stand, and the people who are around me are the people who actually know that they can deal with it and understand. And that's okay. And if there are people who are not out there who don't care to understand that, then I'm all right. I live to see another day. And that's how I balance it out. I love me. You have to love yourself before you can be like, okay, you have to love yourself, because then all that negativity and all that you're supposed to be this and that will conflict that. And if you don't have that shield of God has me and I have myself and therefore I am who I am, I'm going to be that great person, then none of that matters. You're not in that chain of, because you are this, you have to do this.
Right. I definitely can relate with that. I work in the automotive industry. I have for 15 years. I'm around men all the time. And I find that being kind of an A-type aggressive woman who's not afraid to get my hands dirty, work in the car business, I battle with situations where I'm emotional and I want to cry, but yet I'm not supposed to be, because I'm supposed to be tough, right? So then they look at you, so the big badass lady want to have a tear in your eye?
Right.
That little video on YouTube made you tear up? So then you're kind of always in this space of, like you said, of gray.
Right.
Where I'm not girly enough to be considered, like I could care less about red bottoms and purses.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not out playing football either. So, where do you really fit in when there's this different space?
I mean, I don't.
You
don't
just
fit.
create your own,
I create
your own
my
league.
I create whatever I can, and the fact that there are other girls in the league who feel the exact same way. That's why we're all so
fellowship.
close. You know,
Right.
as a league, we're all close. Like, some of us, you know, we have our moments, but we all share that one thing, that we are a different standard of women. And we value that because we work hard. We're mothers, we're firemen, we're policemen, we're veterans, we're soldiers,
Nice.
we're doctors, we're dentists, we're school teachers, we're everything. But at the same time, this is something that we all came together to sacrifice time and days with our family to do something that we love doing because we are different. And we're okay with that. And this is something that people don't understand. Like, if you actually read some of the comments under some of our videos, people have their opinions. People who have never played football in their life, who have never been in front of a camera, people who sit at home just to talk about people. And I be wanting to say stuff all the time, but now I know how it feels to be a celebrity on that level. You can't put your opinions on there because people then attack your opinions. And for me, it's like, I have to know in my mind, like, you never ever would be in my shoes. You could never do what I do.
Right.
You could never run millions of gassers after you done had a football game the next day knowing that you messed up and you got to do it again. You can never get up and you feel tired, but you know you got to keep going and go to practice and get up and go to work and then go to practice and then go do your game. But for me, that's you know, that's me.
Right.
So true.
So I have to, you know, I have to, like I said, love who I am in order for all that to not matter.
Right.
I'm okay with being in the grade because then I can create my own life because I am my own life.
And for others to follow.
Yeah, pretty
Sure.
much.
You know, that's usually how judgmental people work. They can never do what you do. They can never walk in your shoes, but yet they will judge you.
Yeah.
Never had a conversation with you a day in their life,
Don't
never been
even
to
know
a
you.
game, don't know you, but yet they'll sit at home and judge you.
True.
That's typically how judgmental people work.
Yeah.
It definitely takes a tremendous amount of courage, so I commend you for having that courage to walk outside of the lines and to make a path, because there's other young women and little girls who will see that and say, that's the space that wasn't for me. You know, that's where I couldn't fit in. I knew there was something else out there,
Right.
but it just wasn't made yet.
Yeah.
And so it took someone 7 years ago to make that decision and try out in front of 400
Right.
people
400
and not be at the modeling audition, right? Because that's where
Right.
that's where typically with the standards, when we talk about boys and girls and gender and identity, that little girls should be playing with dolls and have pink on, and that you should be
Right.
at a model call, because you definitely could do that.
Yeah, you could.
Thank
So when they see you in another zone, then that's where the judgment comes from, and I'm sure
Right.
from both men and women that,
And women.
what are you
And-
doing? That's
Right. It
you're
gets
too
you.
cute for that.
Right, get that too. But then you get those people that support it, and they're
Sure.
like, man, Alfie, like, why do you do what you do? And I'm just like, it makes me feel good.
It makes me feel
And that's
good.
why I do it.
That's
and,
what it is. Yeah.
Double standard just doesn't come there. It comes even when I'm asleep. Like, I'm waking up and I'm like, man, okay, I have to be better than what everybody else thinks I am. And not because I have to please them, but only on a level of understanding that I have a role that I have taken on, and I have to know what that
Sure.
what that comes with. I'm a role
The responsibility.
model. Right.
Right.
I'm a role model to kids. I'm a role model to other women who want to try this out. And knowing that just makes me want to be a better player, makes me want to be a better woman, and get more involved in what I'm doing. And get more involved in not just with football, but with life. Because honestly, a lot of people don't realize football isn't just a sport. It is a lifestyle. People who play the sport knows that it's more than just that, because it brings a lot more of things that come with it. And I think the other day what made it really bad, like, to realize the double standard, I was at work and this guy was talking about football. We were talking about the Browns playing the Giants or something. It was somebody. And he was like, man, they both suck teams. Anyway, I was like, well, it's kind of crazy because the Browns been, you know, they've been putting people who we think are supposedly the stronger NFL groups in their socks. Like, man, we're finna get beat by the Browns, because we all know the Browns' reputation right now is they suck.
Yeah.
But they almost beat the Saints. They almost wiped out Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, how you gonna, you know, you can't just say, he's like, but also we're giving credit to the loser. I said, no, I'm not giving credit to the loser. It's just that don't underestimate your opponent ever, no matter if they're male or female. And he was like, oh, how would you know? It's not like you play football. And I was like, but I do. he was like the thing that made me upset, and I couldn't let him get me out of character. He did is because he was like, because I'm a woman, I would never play on the level of a man. And I was just like, oh, ouch. I was like, that's fine. I was like, but have you ever played football? He was like, yeah. I was like, but what are you doing now? You know? Are you playing football, or are you my car tech that need to be washing my car?
Oh.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I can put, you know what I'm saying? For me, there's the double standard. You want to talk about me, but I want to just give credit to my black women. Black women in the United States are the #1 graduating students in the country. We are the #1 getting jobs in the country. We are the fastest growing group of young ladies getting jobs, becoming breadwinners. We're working hard, and all we ever want, not necessarily to be an equal, but to be respected and understand that we didn't do this to say we're better than black men. We didn't do this to say we're better than anyone. We did this because we wanted this for ourselves.
Right.
And all we ever wanted was that support. And that's what I try to tell people, like, I ain't trying to be better than you. I'm just trying to make my own path to be better than myself. And for you to support that.
Right.
And we all have to support each other. And the double standard, I feel like, definitely divide us, especially in our race community. So
women against other women.
Right.
Most of the time.
It's
competitive.
It's so competitive, and we don't have to be. We can support each other. We can support each other's dreams and make things happen, because that's what we're doing now. So that's how I feel about it.
Chad in the chat room said that Black Girl Magic is real. It's real. And so we talked about, so guys, we talked about this last week as far as like, hey, you know, why do women want to come hang out with guys when they're watching a football game, or why they want to be all up in our face? But, I mean, you know the game. I'm pretty sure, like, your knowledge of the game is probably going to surpass a whole lot of guys, regardless of how much Madden they play, the level that they played on, even if they played in high school. Like, it's just certain things that you're going to know because you've been out there on that level. I'm pretty sure it's hard, like, for you to watch the game and you're like, well, he just ran a out and up. He ran a 5 and up, or he ran a post corner or something like that. And the guy's like, I knew that. I didn't need you to tell me that. So,
right.
Do you have that happen?
I mean, I've had those guys like, what? You know, especially those who've never known me to play. But, you know, just be like, you knew what that was? I was like, yeah. You know, see, for me, because, like, when I was growing up, before I started playing, I used to just watch football just to look, because the guys had on the nice tights. And they were, you know, big, and then when they take the helmet off and get all aggressive, I'm like, yeah, I like this. I don't even know what's going on, but keep doing it. And then when you actually can break it down and see what you're supposed to see, even though 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 can be totally different at times, and I always have questions, I still can be like, okay, he shouldn't have never ran that route, or he should have never missed his assignment. You got to get through that gap. If you don't get through your gap, then you can't stop the run. Like, I know those type of things, and now that I can see it, I'm like, okay, it makes football even more interesting to watch.
Right.
So most of the people that I watch with are people that know what I do, so I don't have to have that, you know.
Like, dang, you don't have to show that you know everything. Why don't you be like Erica and just know what a touchdown is?
No. But no, I mean, I've gotten to a point where you start surrounding yourself around people that support what you do. So if I'm over here at home playing video games, playing Call of Duty, which I do play at Feed the Dun on PS4 Network.
She had that on yesterday. Like, this is what I do when I get off work.
I do sometimes.
I'll be bucking there, folks.
You know, I be playing. I blame my cousins. I blame Dejan. I blame Derek. I blame Dexter. I blame all of them because it's their fault that I like to do all these things.
That's a good thing, though. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of women and young girls don't get a chance to play sports and play video games, because it teaches us that we're supposed to sit back, that we're not supposed to be competitive, that we're not supposed to play hard, that we're not supposed to give it all and cuss and yell and throw stuff. You know, when you get mad, you know what I mean? And so it's a part of your life that if you don't learn it, then when you get into corporate America, you get into situations where you're supposed to be competitive, you think, oh, let's be nice, let's kumbaya, shake and hold hands. Like, no, especially in sales, it's a Shark Tank out here. Like, we going in. I'm ready to tackle you one way or the other. It might be mentally, but it's strategy.
Yeah, that's true. That's how I got my job. I was like,
those people taught you.
And I've worked at Enterprise car rental before, back in the day. It is a all-boys club.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't show any type of weakness, tears. It's an all-boys club, and I'm sure it has not changed over the years. Enterprise is, I said it, Enterprise is an all-boys club.
Yeah.
Hate to let a female
My sister works there. I get it.
Yeah.
It's become a lot more open to us. A lot more.
I still roll my eyes. I used to play football growing up, and I was the only girl that would play with them, my older male cousins, and I used to play every weekend when they had to go over their house. And one weekend playing touch football, they picked me up and knocked my shoulder out of socket.
Oh.
I would never. This shoulder still trembles when it gets cold.
Y'all was doing. They was doing.
It was beyond touch.
Extra touching.
It was beyond touch.
My best friend over here talking about I cheat in Mortal Kombat. That's not true. You just
tell on her best friend.
Babality.
Hey, tell on her. Don't even be like that.
Tell on her.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so when you have just getting a little bit. We got 5 minutes. I'm trying to do. Y'all want to talk about the dating, or y'all want to talk about the Kanye side of it?
With dating?
Yeah.
Dating double standards?
Yeah. Both of them are going. It's a lot, but it's the way to get to it.
When we dated, what's the question?
So she said what made us start getting on double standards from the beginning was she sent me this picture of
oh yes, she did.
Stevie J and Faye. And the double standard. She asked, why do men that dated around a whole lot still end up getting classy chicks, whereas a woman that do a whole lot of dating and getting smashed out, they usually gotta be like.
I didn't say smashed out.
Well, she didn't say smashed out.
I did not say smashed out. That was not my term.
But smashed out is usually what ends up happening. Like you know the girl that get passed around back in high school or whatever. You be like, you ended up with her.
Kind of like kind of like the same thing when guys can be hoes, but girls can't be hoes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
why.
You just can't do that.
How can a man like Stevie J get a classy woman like Faye? Every time I see it, I'm just like, what?
Can I ask y'all a question?
You really think
on the girl code side of the game? Just real quick on the girl code side of the game. Him and Biggie worked together back in the day. So, what's the statute of limitations on?
You wrong.
For her, she just.
I just know that Faith ain't as all Faith. As we all think she is. Just like.
Do tell.
Come on. She slept with Tupac, and then you sleep with Stevie J, somebody that actually worked with.
Work with them.
Wait a minute.
Come on now.
I'm just saying that she slept with Stevie J in the past, or you're talking about current?
Well, they said they were friends. They said they were friends before. They said they were friends before they started talking.
She officially
and
smashed the homie.
think about Stevie J.
So you're saying Faith smashed the homie?
Twice.
Officially.
I can't right now.
Twice.
Is there a statute of limitations? Like after your husband died, like 20 years later,
oh, yeah.
you can go ahead.
No. See, after he dies, there's nothing.
There's nothing. She do whatever she wants to do when he did.
Like what he gonna do?
So you can still hit. Oh, yeah, I will hunt. Let my wife smash one of my friends after I pass.
But you're dead.
Oh, they will be haunted.
Let your wife smash one of your homies
after I die. I don't care how long it is.
You're gone. You're
I don't understand.
They will be haunted.
Come on, you being
so.
That means they've been looking at her.
They were plotting all the whole time.
So can I
They
ask
should be
a
trying
question?
to take care of her. They shouldn't.
Why do you feel that
Take
there
care
is
of
that
her.
double standard where men can be hoes and women can't be hoes?
Hey, what?
And cause
Right.
I just
Why
want to know
women get
why can't women have numbers and guys can have numbers? Y'all be like, ooh man, what's up? Did you hear what's her name last night? How was it? Yeah, give a dap and everything. But then you hear about the same chick that you slept with, don't slept with all your boys or slept with however many men. She can't be anything else but what she is, right?
Shout out to that selfie right there. All right, so the only because it's a level of malice that can be put on the wolf that just don't exist on the dude.
The wolf. Just
And so.
Mileage, that's definitely a double standard. So the
Yeah,
wolf
right.
can be mild up, but the eggplant, they don't get mild and reset the odometer.
It does.
Listen, men have Carfax just like women have Carfax.
Come on,
check
with
that
the
history.
Erica,
I want to know how many people done rode that train.
Come on.
Hey, but the train still works.
I mean, I just find that just like the way y'all talk about us, we talk about y'all the exact same way.
All wolves
Slut
don't go
buckets.
back.
That's what we call
What?
men like
What do you
that.
mean?
Oh,
Baby comes out of that thing.
All wolves don't snap
Exactly.
all
Yes,
the
we
way back.
have children. We have babies. So it does. What do you mean?
Let's be honest.
Now you really being a pig.
You really are.
Are you
just
serious?
gonna
I'm
say,
just not gonna. I just can't agree with y'all.
You really
You
are.
got 3 women on this panel. You about to be dead.
Am
You
I
better,
supposed to
you
be
better say some right stuff. You better come out because I'm not gonna be involved. I might come in last so that we.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up for Felder Boy and the rest of
And all the men on here.
homies up in
All
here.
I'm
Like
saying, all I'm saying is,
y'all asked the question. I'm just speaking from the society
all I'm
side. of
saying
things.
is, like I told y'all, the reason why I'm who I am, because I'm in the gray. I don't do the left or the right. I
Right.
don't care about all that. As long as you understand when it's about me and you, and this is what we're doing, then this is how it should be. I know in our world that we're supposed to technically be with one person and this, that, and the third. Great, I get it. Guys have this thing because there's a 1 to 15 ratio of women or 1 to 7 ratio in the whole country that y'all can do whatever
They
y'all
act like
want.
they can tap off 15.
Right. But at the same time,
That's crazy.
us women,
We know.
No, I mean, most dudes know that the chicks they ain't the first. Y'all done been touched
We're
up.
not talking about the first.
we gotta talk about the first.
We're just saying.
We're just saying that
if
we
we
shouldn't
had
be,
multiple
we
guys,
shouldn't be faltered for
exactly
being who we want to be and doing what we
That's
want to
such
do.
a
Just
double
as much as you
standard.
want
Y'all
to do.
talking about 8 or like 39?
Now we put numbers
You have
on it. Do you have 39 on your
Jesus
eggplant?
Christ. That's nasty.
Look how judgmental you are.
How
He's trying to flip it, y'all. He's trying
Do you
to
not-
flip it.
do you not
Oh my God.
we just said that.
You are the one being judgmental.
Right.
You said that
You
there's a
just said
certain
that
amount of
we
mileage
can't
on the
do it.
wolf. That's what you said now.
Hey.
That's what you said.
I said that.
And I disagree. That eggplant can be just as tainted and worn out.
Apparently, women aren't supposed to enjoy it as much as men because obviously, if we both there at the same time, if we getting off and you getting off, why does it matter how many times I got off before you? If I had,
Come on, Erica.
see,
Come on down there, Erica.
That matters.
Or they be doing that cheating game and they pull out and wait for a second. Like, bro.
look. So say this: if it wasn't good, I don't count him on my count.
That's what y'all do all the time. We count everybody.
That was whack. Them 3 minutes do not go. 3 minutes.
That idea.
Nobody count.
That's why we know y'all odometers be ran back. Not y'all.
And y'all be ran forward.
Y'all
They
will
be
lie
lying.
and
They
say
like,
y'all.
yeah, we done drove that one, this one, this one.
Right,
You know what? Men
Hey.
do still lie on their eggplant.
Yeah, I don't know
All
why
the
they do that.
time.
Hey, man,
That's
y'all-
crazy.
All the
Oh
time.
yeah. How long? They went. How many? 2
Ever.
hours. I was sweating.
You lie.
I'm gonna tell you, it may not be directly, but you gonna know if I don't call you back.
Hello.
You about to get me locked up.
Yo,
Hey, we gotta get
And then you see him out somewhere, he go, I ain't heard from you. Be like, don't ask me why.
Because if you ask me, I'm about to hurt
I'ma
your
tell
ego.
you.
That's the problem. Men got egos. They
Yeah,
got
y'all
strip
do.
those, man.
Yeah, y'all got horrible egos.
Real horrible.
Hey,
Just set fire to them.
it's y'all fault. Hey, man, this is our time, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to everybody in all the chat rooms. And shout out to everybody here. We will be back next Monday, October 29th, with another super entertaining episode of the 710 of Slickville Show. I want to thank Sway Kenyatta. I want to thank Erica Tiffany. And I definitely want to thank Alfye Gore for stopping through again. Tell everybody how they can follow you.
Please follow me at _the Don. Both of those are underscore spaces. So _the_Don.